everybody! Thursday evening, and it's me again, International Master Sopiko Guramishvili, here for you on Chess24. I have such good news for you, you cannot imagine. Okay, maybe you know it already, but I think I can officially announce Thursday as Mrs. Day. And why I say Mrs. Day is because I will be streaming every Thursday evening Banter Blitz, and my gorgeous, amazing Miss Strategy will also be streaming on Thursday evening. I'll have shows at 6 p.m. and make sure that you're there, and you'll be watching her at 7:30. She starts at 7:30. So I'm very happy announcing Thursday as Mrs. Day. Okay, so what are we going to do today? Of course, a lot of banter and blitz. How do you challenge me? You choose my name, Sopiko, you push challenge and challenge me for 5-minute blitz games. As you know, if you're a premium member on Chess24, it's an amazing thing, and you will have lots of things to discover and explore on the website as a premium member, because you can access to everything. You can access to video series, you can access, you can access to tactics training, you can play with us, play Banter Blitz, watch the shows, and as a premium member, of course, I am choosing premium members first to play against us. You can play against famous grandmasters as Jan Gustafsson, Peter Swidler, so make sure you're a premium member on Chess24. Alright, so I'm going to Chess24 website. I see that I have lots of challenges already. Please do challenge me for 5-minute blitz games and not 3. I sometimes get 3-minute blitz game challenges, so please do not challenge me for 3-minute. Actually, one day, if you want me to play 3-minute blitz games and have banter, so Banter Blitz with 3-minute blitz games, just write Sopiko play 3-minute blitz games, and I will make one day with 3-minute challenges and not 5 minutes. But I cannot promise you that I will explain everything in the whole game. Alright, if you have any questions, please do write in the chat. I'll be able to answer it once I check the chat. Unfortunately, I cannot follow the chat while I am playing or while I'm solving tactics when I have a tactic show, but sometimes I do take my time and I scroll down to the chat, read your comments and read your questions. So if you have any questions, please ask there. Okay, so I am going to start the blitz, Banter Blitz, and let's see. I'm going to choose the very first challenge, and this is Aldisto. I think I played him already, at least I remember pronouncing his surname not correctly. But he was the very first one who challenged me, and he played c4 once again. He played c4 before, and I played e5, if I remember it correctly, and I said that this is reversed Sicilian, so I am happy to play it. Let's see which line he will choose now. Last time I chose bishop c5, if I am correct, and he also played e4, so I was like, oh, I thought this is not the move, you have to play e3. So now I myself changed the direction and played with g6 automatically, I don't know why. But let's see. He was always going for f4, and he was doing everything to play f4, and I think he is doing the same right now. So let's see how this game will go for me. I'll drop my knight here. I like it because there is no bishop h6 because of bishop h6, queen h6 and knight c2. And I think I just like to have my knight on d4 to be able to play c6 on f4, I play f5. I don't know if I want to castle short or long, but he castled long right away, which is tiny bit strange for me, because then I will have clear plan what to do. Like, for example, I'd like to play b5 here. I didn't castle yet short, so I don't think that castle long is the move and should be played. Because, okay, I can take here now, I can play queen a5, and I can also castle long. That's why I was not big fan of long castle. Now I want to go for the attack, because I think that my king will be quite safe on d7, and if c takes b5, c takes b5, then my bishop is the best on e6, attacking the a2 pawn. c5, that's tiny bit strange. I think b4 should win the piece, because if cd, b takes c3, and I want to take on a2, sorry, so I would go for b4 right now. The only move I see is knight d5, but knight d5, c takes d5, e takes d5, knight d5, this is just lost for white. Okay, let's see what he will come up with. I think it's already good for me. I just won the piece. If c takes d6, then de. This pawn has huge problems. Yeah, this is possible, but after knight b3, I don't know what he wants, or knight b5. Knight b5 makes more sense, because I want knight c3 and take on a2. If knight e2, I can play knight d6, just have the pawn, or no, I will play knight d5. I want knight c3 again. I don't think, okay, d7 might be played, but I can go king e7. Queen g5, f6. I don't see the defense from him. Rook d2. Okay, fair enough. I'll give a check as I wanted. I'll give a check again. Ooh, this looks so dangerous. Okay, it looks very good for me actually. Bishop b3 can be the move, of course. d7, king on e7 is pretty safe, so I would take here. I'm not afraid of any checks, because I always have f6. So now my next move is knight a2, and yeah. How he can continue, I don't know. There soon will be mate. That's... no, okay. Actually, I have 2 minutes 58 seconds. So I think I can do 3-minute blitz games as well. But that would be a challenge for me, because once I did, ooh, what is this? I will just take here. Okay, he resigned. Thank you for the game. I think that I don't know. I was playing this e4 system myself, but I'm not a big fan of it anymore. Black has very easy play, and here I think that long castle was a crucial mistake, because I didn't castle yet, and there is no point to castle long when there is no clear attack on the wings. Okay, let's accept another challenge, and another one will be someone, oh sorry, someone not to the first one, not to the very first one, but someone who challenged me very long ago. I have special method today. Let's see. I'm playing against Carl Naring. I'm sorry if I pronounce it not correctly. So I will go e4. As you know, I'm always experimenting in my Banter Blitz. I don't play e4. Well, I tried it in Valkanzai, so I will try to d6 is d6. Probably it's a theory, but I am not familiar with, because I don't play e4 and I don't have experience in it. I do know something, but I'm not sure that it's enough for anything. Bishop d7, d5 I can play. I can take on e5, I can take on c6 and d5, but no, I'll just castle. b5, I'll go here, and if he takes, I hope I'm not losing the... Was I losing the bishop actually? I think he just missed that I'm losing the bishop. E d4, knight d4, knight d4, queen d4, c5. And of course c4 is, oh my god, I just plundered my bishop. I was very lucky that he didn't see, and he dropped his pawn actually on e5. Just to get my bishop. I think that he won't have enough compensation. So very bad move, and I didn't pay attention that I was just losing this piece. Okay, on e d5 or knight d4 was also probably better. I would not lose the piece because I would play something else, but still I would be pawn down with a very bad position. Okay, let's get this bishop, and e5, can it work? Let's say e5, bishop e5, rook e1, queen d1, knight d1, and knight goes f4. This should work. It's good that I have knight d1, so I think I'm winning the piece with rook e1, and if queen d1, knight d1, my next move, if he defends, is f4, and there is a deadly pin here. Oh, sorry. f4, and I just get this guy. This looks good for me. Now I'm just gonna develop, and very okay, it's completely winning probably. I don't see any compensation. Knight c5, e7 I would play, so that I have passed pawn as well. I can grab this one all the time. On king f7 I would go knight c3. I anyway go knight c3. I will grab this one. I'll take all the pawns you give me, if they are not poisoned. I don't like poisoned pawns. There is an opening called poisoned pawn, but I never played it. was always going for knight d7. Okay. Pawn time. Knight d5, bishop d8. Everything is there. Okay, I think soon he will resign. Or not. But this is easy for me already. If he gets this one, I will get it. Yep, that's already easy. I'll give a check. I'll get this one. He cannot even defend the rook. So I think it's time to resign. Does my opponent agree? No. He doesn't agree. He wants to check my mating skills. No, he doesn't. Thank you for the game, but I think that I made a terrible mistake in the opening and I want to highlight it because after bishop d7 and castle, which I thought was very normal move, b5 was very strong and bishop b7, I think knight d4 makes a lot of sense here. Knight d4, e d4, and I cannot get this pawn because after c5 I have to move my queen, let's say queen d5 or I don't know, anywhere, but I lose the piece, I lose the b-throw bishop. So after knight d4 I think I have to grab this knight and ed. I cannot get this pawn, which means that I have no pawn, I'm pawn down and I don't have any compensation for it. I can go queen h5 but g6 just maybe this makes sense. Queen h5 and if g6, which is not forced at all, black can play something like queen f6 or queen e7. Queen f6 maybe makes sense because after bishop g5 I have queen g6. My point is that if I threaten to take this pawn, then there is always c5 and black actually wants to play c5. But the point was that after g6 I wanted to play queen d5 and bishop e6 to defend this guy, and now queen d4, and now I think I'm okay. Queen f6 should be played because knight f6 bishop g5 can be unpleasant, and okay, this is completely fine position. I can play bishop e3 or I can play c3. Well, I'm not losing the pawn, so queen h5 is a little bit tricky move, and I think I have to play it. But after queen f6 I don't see anything, or do I see queen d5, c6? Okay, e5, rook e1, too much. Bishop g5, queen g6, so I think that's what black should have tried. All right, now I am going to accept another challenge, which is going to be the very long name. It's going to be, I will read it now. I accept it, didn't I? Yeah, I accept it. And I'm challenging myself with pronouncing the names today. So I'm playing against Johan, or yeah, is it Johan? Willem Mobius? I don't know. Anyway, e4. Good luck, Sicilian. I apologize in advance if I'm pronouncing your names incorrectly, but at least it would be funny for you. I always love when my name is pronounced not correctly, and many people, actually really many people, have a problem with my name. I even remember that once I was playing Dutch League after marriage, and the arbiter was like, okay, so this board is this, this is this, and white is Sopiko Gura. Why didn't you change your name? He was just like this. Why you didn't change your name? So it was very funny. And once when I was in what to play here? Let's go for this one. Once when I was, oh, sorry, this is not the, okay, here. I was invited in Indonesia to play a match against a very, very famous, very strong player now, Iran Karishma Sukandar. You probably know she is the first board of Indonesia, and she's very famous there, and they took great care of her. Really, I was very impressed because she was so little, such prodigy, and everybody did everything that she got a very strong international master and women grandmaster. I don't know what I'm doing in this game, by the way, but I was telling you an interesting story, which was in 2003, I think. Yeah, 2003. I was invited. To play the match, and it was great because I had an amazing invitation for a 12-year-old girl. I had invitation of some special prize fund, even if I would lose the match, and then I would have 3-day holidays, which had a full program in Disneyland, and he just decided to go for the very, very common sacrifice, but I don't think that this is completely correct. Okay, I'm gonna go like I don't know, I'm talking a lot, and meanwhile I'm not getting the position I want to. Okay, I can play bishop b6, queen b6, and queen e4. Or what can I play here? I can take on e5, grabs here. I don't want to allow this. I also don't want to give two bishops. What can I do? That's very interesting sacrifice. It's very common. Okay, let's go like this. So what I was telling you was that my invitation was completely perfect, and the match had a lot of attention. It was called The Road to the World Champion. And after that I won the Youth World Championship, so it was really very nice title for me. So let's think here a bit. Rook d1 I cannot play because of knight b2. I think that my opponent has quite nice compensation, but I still should be able to somehow outplay him. I don't know how, but somehow. Maybe this was not good, but it's okay. 92, then my rook is can jump somewhere on the third file. Oh, what is this doing here? Okay, so about the match. It had a lot of attention, and I was actually very happy that it had a lot of attention, and chess was so popular there. And one day I see a very, very famous TV program. I was in my hotel room, and I see it was I don't know what was it. It was not live because I was in my room, but okay, yeah, it was live actually. He was reading, and I see the journalist reading my name as So today in the match of Iran Karishma Sukundar and the Sopiko, Sopiko Gura, and then he did like Sopiko like this. This was the funniest moment for me. It was so amazing. It was very nice indeed, and I was laughing a lot. I was like, that's the best thing that can happen to you when a journalist cannot read your name. And he's like, oh, doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm just gonna call her Sopiko. And my name actually also, it is very Georgian name, and okay, what to do here? I'll go here. It is very Georgian name, and international way of saying it is Sophie or Sophia. And when they hear Sopiko, they are like, first in Spain they thought that I am a male because it ends on O and not an A or any other vowel. This guy, he's, I will just get this one, but then 96. I have a lot of troubles, so I think I have to give back this exchange and play something I would like to play. I think he has to take here. Yeah, that's correct. He has to take here, but then I would go bishop d5, and this position I like because my bishop is very nice on d5, controls everything. Here I will just go where can I go? I'll go here. Then play g3, h4. I'll play g3 here. H4, this one is hanging, so I would go here, c4. And play queen e4. And to end the topic, what I was telling, okay, h4 once, is that my name is also strange for foreigners. Some they call me Soriko or Sopika, or if I'm shopping a lot, they can call me Sopiko. So that's quite funny. Okay, now I have to stop the banter. Actually, it's called Banter Blitz, so I shouldn't stop it. Meanwhile, I won the pawn, but I have really bad... Oh, okay. I'll get this one. I'll go here. I have to be very quick. Now I have to be really quick because I don't have so much time. I think I have very good position. I'll get this pawn as well, but I have to be really quick. Bishop goes to d5. He's doing everything so that he catches me on time as well. So this is going to be quite difficult. Here I want to get this one, then check. Oh no, not correct check. This was not correct check. Okay, I'll get this one. I'll give a check. I will give lots of checks, and I will go here. I will give lots of checks again. It's very difficult to play when there is check. Check. I will get this one. I will go back. Okay, and I won on time. I did very bad. I was not paying attention at all the game, and I was telling you the stories probably which you're not very interested in, but at least it was funny for me. And in this game, he played very well. I have to praise him for rook c3. B takes c4, B takes c3. This is very common in the videos about Sicilian complete repertoire. about Najdorf. You can watch it in video series. I even did a special video with model games and the very common ideas, and I cover rook c3 there. It is very common, and nearly always black has compensation. I remember that in Vaikanze I also allowed this sacrifice against Xiong, Jeffrey, and when Anish saw, I was like, I always have some problems that is it good or it's not good, but when Anish saw it, he told me that in neither if rook c3 and knight e4 is there, it always works. And yes, it always works. It was very, very nice sacrifice, and it was just bad luck that you caught me on time and then lost on time. Okay, time for another challenge, and another challenge will be who it will be. It will be somebody who I didn't play yet. Ooh, FC Bayern. Okay, I'm playing against a football team. I'm not very familiar with football teams because I don't follow it, and you might be like, oh, this is bad, why you don't follow it? But yeah, I was never interested in football, so I'm not following that. But of course I have heard the names many times, so I'm completely sure that this is very strong team, and I will go here 97, yeah. And let's see if my opponent is as strong as the team. I'm always playing after castle b4 in Blitz games. I like it because I don't think that people know the precise way how to get advantage, and I think I found the advantage. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna say. You can just turn on the engine and it will show. But it's good not to trust the engine always, because sometimes it gives a huge advantage. For example, in Benoni positions, it gives always a very big advantage. And it's not like that at all. Queen a5, this is tiny bit strange move. He obviously wanted to go from okay, queen e5 is not there, so obviously wanted to go from d5, but I don't think queen a5 is the way to get advantage, because if I manage to castle, play queen c, what is this? I don't trust it somehow. Somehow I don't trust it, so I will just castle. I can give this pawn, no problem. I like when my files are open. Yeah, now there will be a big pin, so I'm going to open my bishop first. Then I can even play d4. I won't, of course, I have to be careful not to blunder this pawn. Bishop b5, what I will play? Bishop c6 probably he wants, but bishop c6, then knight c4, okay. Not that great. I will go like this, I like it. Because then I have a chance to give a check if needed. I have a chance to play rook c8, play for another pin, also look at this one a bit. So I think queen d6 is a very nice move. What I want now is knight c4. Not yet. Because bishop c4 and this pawn will be hanging. But again, queen d6 is very good because sometimes I can play queen g6 with the idea to tickle this one. I would like to go actually d4. I will go d4. f4 can be the move, of course. But then I wanted knight c4, bishop c4, rook c4, queen e5. I have to be careful. Not queen e5 actually. Rook e5. I have to be careful. But then rook a6. Okay. I'll go for my plan, which was knight c4 and rook c4. If he won't take, then what I might go, I can, he didn't take. I can go something like check. He has to go. And I can play like this. This looks good for me. Because then c2 is not that great square for white. It's a big hole. Should I take here? I can take it. Yeah, why not? I'll just take it. As I said, I like free pawns. Let's see if I am greedy in this case or it's okay. I can take this one with tempo because queen b2 is there. I can take this one with tempo also, and I can play bishop a3. He offers me a draw, but I don't think it's a draw. No, he resigns, probably misclicked. Thank you for the game. I think that, I don't know, it looks like here before queen a5 is not the way to play. I would make a hint that this is the way to play against b4 and knight b5, but not queen a5. So just click on engine and you will see the move. So that next time, if you face it in the game, in Blitz or anything, you will just get a big advantage. All right. Let's go for another challenge, and another one will be, I have challenge from Devil 70, but it is very scary. I wouldn't like to accept it. But that's not nice from me, so I should accept it. But very strange name. Why would you call yourself Devil? If you're not going to move in 3 seconds, I'm gonna abort the game. So 1, 2, 3. All right, next challenge. I felt bad because I announced the name and I had to accept the challenge, but he was not there, so not my fault. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Who do I want to... Try to pass me. That's a funny nickname. From Turkey. You also don't want to play? Yeah, he wants. Okay, so I'll play my favorite c6, e6 if I'm allowed, and if he doesn't play cd. Triangle. g3, that's the line I tried myself with white pieces. I'll take it. It looks like the Catalan, but I have extra pawn here. White does have compensation, I would say, but I also think that black is doing quite okay. Let's develop. So now what he wants is, I can play knight d5 or I can play a6. I will go for knight d5. e4 and knight somewhere, like, no, e4. I will just take this one then. Maybe I could play a, b, c, b. This I would not recommend for this. Definitely I would not recommend, because now I have an extra pawn, a healthy pawn, and open bishop, so I don't like my opponent's choice. I mean, I like it, of course, for myself, but I think that's not the way for white to play this position. You should keep the tension, never change on b5 if you're not getting the pawn back or if you're not winning. White still has some compensation because of the center and active pieces, development, but I don't think it's enough. At least should not be enough. I can play bishop d6 with the idea of de, bishop e5. I hope I didn't blunder, because d takes e6, bishop e5, e takes f7. I have to go king f8. I don't like bishop a3. This looks bad, because then I have to go bishop d6, rook d1. This looks very bad, but I can play knight c4 there. This is something new, because I thought I can go to f8 here. King e7 is not possible because of bishop e5, but king f8 probably also not. Maybe king e8. What about king e8? Am I safe here? Yeah, very complicated position. Really complicated. Rook d1 is the move he has to play, I think. Queen c7 or e7, e5. Okay, e5 I can take. Bishop e5, and that's good. But it's bad that I cannot castle. That's bad. Definitely a compensation for the piece. Though it's only one pawn, but it's definitely a good one. My king is quite bad. Here I would play either knight c4, because he wants bishop g7. If I play knight c6, bishop g7. Oh no, because then a1 is hanging. But still, knight c6, I think knight c4 is nicer. It protects, overprotects d6. Now I think he's tiny bit misplaying it. I think that white has to be quite quick if he wants to achieve something, because now this pawn will also drop, and once this one is off, I will go knight c6. Unfortunately, I can't castle long. I don't know. I will. Oh, this is king. I will just take this one. As I said, I'm always taking the pawns, so I would not break the tradition or break the rules. Because, okay, knight d5, I can go knight c6, e5. But is e5 good? Because I will get this one, and if rook d6, then I will go here, queen h3. And now white's king will be in more danger than black's one. Yeah, rook d6, and I thought here. I just need one move to play bishop b7, let's say. Let's say rook d1, I would play bishop b7, knight b5. AB, rook takes, I take, and knight d7 I can play here, or knight c6. Interesting. I can also take on d6. So many options. I can also go bishop somewhere on e4, let's say, but then f3 would be there. So I don't know. AB, queen takes, then takes on c4. Not that easy. I will, if I go here, knight d6, then queen f7 might be annoying. So what can I do? So pity that I cannot castle. So pity. Can I play knight d2 as well? I think I have to grab this one. There is no other choice. And I have to play knight d7. Queen b5, knight d7, queen c4, rook a1, bishop a1, and bishop b3. f3, sorry. No, this is not good. This is not good. Then I have mate in a move. I cannot do anything. Yeah, this looks good for me. But I think it was very interesting sacrifice. At least I thought so. But here I will grab this one, and now this looks just very bad. Okay, he resigned. Thank you for the game. I think what was wrong here. Okay, b3, never take here. Really, I don't think I could have played better, so I don't think this is the way to play. But d5, bishop d6 was too optimistic, I think. I liked here to take on e6. I have to play here, because if, let's say, king f8, then bishop a3. Here, rook d1, knight c4, e5, this looks total disaster. This looks just very bad. So I have to play king e7 with the idea that I can go here, but now even e5 makes sense. I have to take here, bishop b7 here. No, that's not e5. Maybe not even bishop g5, but something very sensible here. Maybe rook d1 with the idea of bishop a3. Maybe I should take here now and play this. Or here, bishop a3. King f6. Queen f3. Mate, no? It's mate soon. Queen f5 and just mate. I have to go here. This is beautiful, isn't it? Here, and bishop c1 back. I have to play g5. There's no mate? This is so bad. There's no mate or what? Okay, I can always take here and then f8 and bishop queen g5 is there. So at least white is winning. Yeah, de6, I think I was in big trouble if you played de6. Lucky, today I'm lucky. Okay, then another challenge is from who it is from? Mike's 11. Hi there. I'm gonna play again e4. Let's see. Neither or not, maybe other Sicilian. But when I see c5, I always think about neither. That's the loyalty to neither. Okay, I will go the same system with knight f3. Bishop e7, bishop c4. I always face bishop e7. Okay, bishop e6. Let's go like this then. It's a very nice nice system. Maybe bishop e6 I had to play knight g5. I don't even remember. But let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. Let's see what happens. I played this line in Vaikansei. Okay, yet we're playing all normal moves. I would go here. Probably this is not the most ambitious way. Of course, oh sorry. Of course it's not the most ambitious way White can play. But in any case, let's see how it goes. I allowed d5 and this is not nice. Yeah. Once you're playing neither, you always know the ideas. So, but okay, I'll still try to fight for something. Let's see if I can achieve that. I'll play first this one. Queen e8. I'll go rook here. I like my bishop on b6. Here, I'll just go back. I can play c4 and c5, but this is too much probably. c4, bishop goes, and I can go back. Yeah, I like c4, so I will go for c4. Maybe it was not a good idea. Maybe it was not a good idea, because after bishop e6, this bishop b4 might be there. So c5, bishop c5, rook c1, knight b6, ab, queen b6. Total disaster. I don't want to give up my bishop, so I will go back. Rook. Okay. Rook there. I'll go g3 with the idea of bishop g2, and maybe afterwards queen f3 or something like this. Ah, he wants e4. That's ambitious. It's very ambitious. Rightly so. Cannot say anything. I will go queen b1. Oh, sorry. Tricking. Yeah. That was my idea, that he goes something like this and I go b4. e4, I would go b5. I would go bishop f5, though it might not be the best move. Knight e5, I don't know. Knight e5 is there, but knight e5 I can play knight e4 maybe. Yeah, bishop e5 is more logical. But what I was interested in was what? Have to take it. I don't have any other choice. This one is hanging now. Ooh, it's very bad that it's hanging, because then I'm losing the exchange. Very bad news for me. Very, very bad news. Okay, I will go once here. Last breath before death. I'm probably gonna lose this one very quickly, because I don't see how can I. Maybe I panicked and I had to go just knight b3, but then knight f3, king g2, knight e1, queen e1, and ab. Then I can take cb because this one is hanging. This is strange. He doesn't want to get the exchange. I thought queen f7 is just the move. Ah, okay. Okay. King h1, queen f2 is there, so I have to go here. He takes it with check and I have to take it. Still okay. Would not lose hope. Probably I should, but I wouldn't. I will not. Can I play c5? I should play c5. Bishop c6. I should go from check. Looks so bad. I'll go to c4. Try something. Probably he can even take here. And that's what he's thinking about. No, I'm mistaken. Doesn't think about that. Ooh, he gives me back the exchange. That's a little weird. That's a little weird. Okay, I still have very unpleasant position. I will try to... I'm actually pawn down. Not unpleasant position, but I'm just pawn down. Yeah. I am just pawn down. What can I play? Maybe... no. Something like this I don't like. Maybe something like this. This would be more sensible for me. I'll just take here. I'll take here. Okay, I'll try to take this one. Can I draw this or not? I think I can. Oh, now I can win. Now I can win this one. Yeah, it's lucky day. Lucky for me. Thank you. Thank you for the game. Thank you for the point. I know it was pity. It was very pity because I think black played very good. I allowed this d5, and you can see when you allow d5 in neither type of position, disaster can happen. And my last mistake actually was, he played very nicely, this queen e8, queen c6, all regrouping. Oh, sorry, what happens, I don't know. all this regrouping and f5 and then bishop f6, but I thought maybe here bishop b4 would be also nice to play, and play on Miss Strategy would tell you that you should play on the squares, dark squares, you have outposts, but yeah, what he did was also very nice, and I had completely lost position. It was a little strange for me that he allowed knight d6 and took here. I just thought that this one wins because I don't have any good jump with the knight, and it looks very, very, very bad for me. Well, you probably already know that next will be Miss Strategy. So this is Miss Strategy, Miss Tactic Day. Thursday is Miss Strategy, Miss Tactic Day, and I'm very happy about that. So make sure that you're here and you are watching her, because you will learn lots of things from her. It was great pleasure to have this 1 hour with you, and I will be back on Tuesday at 6 p.m. with tactic test. Enjoy your evening and see you on Tuesday. Bye bye.